Welcome to another informative episode of Marketing Edge on TV, Nigeria's leading initiative in the business of brand management and in the management of brand business. It is a 30-minute awesome package that comprises brand news, brand and focused industry conversation, all in a mix encompassing thorough and in-depth analysis aimed at promoting the brand idea. I'm Oluwabukola Omoni. Stay tuned.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand idea.
As usual, we begin with brand news, where we bring you the latest developments around brands and in the field of marketing and advertising in Nigeria and around the world. Now in brand news.
Marketing Edge is currently setting the industry agog as it beams its brand promotion searchlight to celebrate and recognize artwork and excellence among professionals across industries, with spotlight on industry heroes of our times who have dared the status quo to drive progress in the face of adversity. The avant-garde media platform for 20 years has been at the forefront of disrupting the Nigerian marketing communication space as a pace-setter with many firsts to its credit. One of such firsts is the recent unveiling of Nigeria's top 10 digital marketing managers, and brand managers. Some of the top marketing professionals on the list include Jumoke Okikiolu, Oluwole Awoleke, Ebube Victor Chukwu, Adetutu Laditan, Ololade Otusanya, Ojie Eyanete, amongst others. These are the real problem solvers who, through thick and thin, have challenged the current state of the industry, questioned the norms, and come out on hot while disrupting the status quo. This innovative idea signifies Marketing Edge's vision and its outstanding role in creating and shaping the entire industry by acknowledging the remarkable resilience, dedication, and innovation of professionals in the industry, a recognition which serves as a tribute to their outstanding achievements and pedigree. Providing an in-depth assessment of its market current performance, Flour Mills of Nigeria plc has revealed that it recorded an impressive growth with a revenue rise of 508.27 billion naira for the second quarter of its 2023-2024 financial year. Information made available by the company through the Nigerian Exchange Limited showed that Flour Mills' food revenue grew by 50% and was driven by volume growth in pasta, noodles, and semolina. The Home of Food company said this was propelled by some positive market dynamics around some of its food segments, which generated 68% revenue for the period. Joseph Umolu, the company's secretary, group director, legal services, said on behalf of the board in an explanatory note that the company has experienced continued strong revenue growth of 34% year-on-year, with a gross profit growth of 53% ahead of revenue. He disclosed that the operating profit slightly dropped due to foreign exchange loss of 28.7 billion naira in the second quarter, leading to the group's loss before tax of 8.1 billion naira. GB Foods, a leading culinary and global manufacturing company, has unveiled Guinness World Record holder Hilda Bassi as brand ambassador for two of its flagship brands, Gino and Bama Mayonnaise. The announcement made at the company's corporate office in Lagos signifies a new era of culinary excellence, with Hilda Bassi at the forefront of celebrating local flavors, covering a portfolio of Gino and Bama sub-brands. Speaking at the ambassadorial unveiling, General Manager GB Foods Vincent Egbe said the move will see Hilda Bassi take consumers through a journey of preparing well-flavored meals and connecting with communities, reflecting on the role of GB Foods in the celebration of culture, tradition, and the shared experience of food. The company said the collaboration is a tribute to its unwavering faith in the people of Nigeria, particularly the young individuals who are not only emerging as Africa's rising stars, but are on their way to becoming true global giants. Africa's most significant trade expos and renowned business hub, the Lagos International Trade Fair, has kicked off the 37th edition with 10 days of exploring business growth, cultural exchange, and showcasing a wide array of products and services from across the globe at the historic Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos. President Bola Tinubu, represented by Lucia Shitu, Chief Executive Officer, Tafawa Balewa Square Management Board, alongside the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by Mrs. Folashade Ambrose Medem, the Commissioner, Lagos State Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperative, who emphasized the role of government in fostering business growth, especially in providing the necessary support for micro, small and medium enterprises to ensure long-term success.
I must say that I'm very proud of the leading role being played by the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry in this sector, as this fair has the potential to generate and boom foreign direct investment into our dear country and reduce the pressure on our currency.
The Lagos International Trade Fair has long been a beacon of opportunity, a platform where businesses from around the globe converge to forge partnerships, to exchange ideas, and to unlock the full potential of our economy.
Dr. Michael Olawale Ko, President, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, said this year's theme is navigating economic challenges, added that it underscored the determination of the Nigerian business community to overcome its many orders of existence, survival and growth.
Despite these challenges, we stand here today showcasing the resilience of our people and our unwavering commitment to progress. It's not been easy putting this trade fair together.
The organizers said in commemoration of the Chamber's 135th anniversary that shoppers will access the first 3 days without any admission fee or entry fee, starting from November 3rd to November 5th, 2023. The fair, which started on November 3rd, will end on November 12th, 2023.
That was brand news. Next is Branding Focus after the break.
When great minds meet, great ideas inspire and transform a great nation. Yes, wherever you are, National Advertising Conference is back.
So, join us. Let's share emerging perspectives on how brand narratives are developing talents, inspiring alternatives, and supporting a more creative economy. Theme: Marketing Communication as an enabler of national transformation.
Yes, Abuja will be on standstill from December 6th to 8th, 2023. Venue: International Conference Center, Abuja. Time: 9 a.m. each day.
Register at www.nationaladvertisingconference.com.
National Advertising Conference 2023. Let's engage marketing communications for national transformation.
Turn up, let's turn the nation around.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Now on Branding Focus.
The marketing landscape has undergone remarkable transformations over the past decade, but the need to connect and engage with consumers still remains a key priority to generate sales and drive customer loyalty. In recent times, customers' expectations from brands have rapidly evolved, especially with the rapid digital transformation. Today's consumer wants to optimize its purchase journeys from end to end to enjoy lifetime value. This includes in pricing, packaging, value creation, affordability, and availability of the products. With this in mind, packaging has become a multifaceted tool in branding and marketing strategies for many brands in helping to enhance consumer experience and also deepen connection as a storytelling medium. Globally, brands are investing heavily in packaging to ensure that it can seamlessly align with their values, missions, and brand story to create memorable customer experiences as well as contribute to environmental sustainability. This is with the foresight aspirations that go beyond wrapping a product but telling a story, creating recognition and enhancing the overall customer journey. It is a function of both physical distributions as well as advertising. Hence, it is essential to use the latest techniques and materials for packaging. According to a report from Mother Intelligence, it's projected that Nigeria's packaging market size is growing rapidly with viability for more market penetration and expansion. It posted its previous growth at a value of $0.86 billion in 2023 with an expectation to grow at $1 billion by 2028 at a cumulative annual growth rate of 2.96%, which will last throughout the forecast period of 2023 to 2028. However, statistics from the German Machinery Association has revealed that in March 2022, Nigeria invested €390 million in food and packaging technologies, surpassing South Africa, Algeria and Morocco to become the continent's second largest investor in the field behind Egypt. It said Nigeria also overtook South Africa as the continent's top importer of plastics technology, adding that packaging market in the nation is anticipated to increase positively, fueled by several factors. Today, successful brands understand that most profound marketing elements, such as packaging, should not be underestimated in branding and marketing strategies, as it helps to hold and reflect brand's promise.
That was branding focus. Next is industry conversation, where we have discussions with industry thought leaders who have distinguished themselves in the business of brand management and in the management of brand business. My guest today is the CEO and lead strategist of an award-winning advertising agency. Join me after the break.
When great minds meet, great ideas inspire and transform a great nation. Yes, wherever you are, National Advertising Conference is back.
So, join us. Let's share emerging perspectives on how brand narratives are developing talents, inspiring alternatives, and supporting a more creative economy. Theme: Marketing Communication as an enabler of national transformation.
Yes, Abuja will be on standstill from December 6th to 8th, 2023. Venue: International Conference Center, Abuja. Time: 9 a.m. each day.
Register at www.nationaladvertisingconference.com.
National Advertising Conference 2023. Let's engage marketing communications for national transformation.
Turn up, let's turn the nation around.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Thank you for joining us on Industry Conversation. My guest today is the CEO and lead strategist at DG Splash, Mr. Damola Richard Salvador. Thank you for joining us on the program.
Thank you for having me.
And congratulations on your award as the Outstanding Young Creative Advertising Personality of the Year.
Thank you so much.
Okay, great. So let's move into your projections for this year. So tell us, what were your projections for the Nigeria creative advertising industry earlier this year?
Okay, this year has been a very disruptive year. So we knew that there was going to be a government change. And what that means is, there'll be changes in regulations, changes in terms of economic factors that would affect the creative and advertising space in general. One of the factors or things that we could predict was the jackpot syndrome. So we knew that, coming from last year recorded a record number of young people leaving Nigeria, and that really affected the creative space. So even for our agency as well, we had a number of people relocating as well. So it just meant that for the creative space in general, the competition for good staff increased. So, everybody was looking to make sure that they are keeping their staff, and also it meant the quality of talent available and the quantity of talent available reduced. So, it's a more competitive space now. Also, because of the economic factors, part of the predictions was, it's going to be more competitive. And we've seen that with, a lot of businesses have closed down, some businesses have relocated out of Nigeria. And that means that, agencies have to be more creative than ever before. Also, the development of, things like AI, that also affected the creative space as well. So, a lot of the apps, use ChatGPT, to enhance the way design is done. So those are part of the predictions that we had, in terms of what we expected to happen in the creative space.
Okay, great. So still talking about the Nigeria advertising landscape, tell us, how would you assess the last quarter of the year?
Okay, so the last quarter has been quite challenging, but for us as an agency, I'll say that it's been quite rewarding. So we recently joined AAAN as a full member. So that's like a big leap for us. Apart from that, winning the awards that we've won with you, that's quite rewarding to see that the work that we've done has been recognized in the industry.
Okay, so but as an industry, what is your assessment?
Okay, I'll say the industry is getting more competitive. I would also say that it's been more. There's a lot of spotlight on the industry now. So we heard that we all know that Extreme Ideas won the Cannes Lions. That's the first time a Nigerian or even African agency is winning such a global award. Sure. So in terms of the agency, the industry in general, there's a lot of spotlight on the industry now. People are understanding that not just the music space, the entertainment, Nollywood is an area for young people to get into. So a lot of people now are seeing that advertising and the creative space in general, in terms of advertising production, there's a lot of spotlight on that area as well.
So let's compare global trends and still the Nigeria advertising landscape. How would you say that Nigeria is faring compared to global trends?
Okay, I'll say that, Nigeria being one of the most mobilized countries in the world, and also the fact that, in Nigeria, majority of people go on the internet on their phone. A lot of people don't even have desktop computers. We are very globally inclined in terms of, what the internet has done is made us quite competitive. So we're able to compete with people around the world. So, 5G is now in Nigeria. Nigerians are able to compete globally, not just in terms of music, in creativity. So if you're a good copywriter, for example, people can recognize good copy, no matter what location that you're writing that copy for. We've seen that with Extreme Ideas win in Cannes Lions. Also the improvements in terms of AI as well. So because of AI, if you're writing something in local language, it can be translated into English or French in some other countries. So, things like that have helped Nigerian creators in general compete globally.
Okay, so let's talk about your agency, DigiSplash. In all of those challenges and wins that you have mentioned, how has DigiSplash fared in all of this? Okay,
I'll say that we've done quite well. So our motto in DigiSplash is to think like a shark. And I'll say that that's basically what has really helped us. Okay. So to think like a shark means 4 things. It means to be daring, it means to be disruptive, it means to be intuitive. And the last one is a word that we coined out, it means to be wavy. So being wavy means to be in tune with the trends happening globally. So for us, daring in terms of the ideas that we bring out and in terms of the projects that we manage. So I always say that if your presence isn't felt, then if your absence isn't felt, your presence isn't needed. So we're not in the industry just to be one of the numbers. We want to be the best. And that influences everything that we do in terms of how we approach our campaigns for our clients. as well.
Okay, great. So tell us about your agency's strong position in content-led integrated marketing.
Okay, so there's a word that people use a lot now. So people always say that the world is a digital first world, but we don't believe that. So I have a lot. My background is in digital, so I've been doing digital for I'll probably say like 13 years. From the times that we only had like 3 digital agencies in Nigeria. It's not like now that you have like 1,000 people, doing digital. But I've also learned that, over the years, also partnering with a media agency at the time, a few years ago, that people do not people are not channel loyal, they are content loyal. So we see that, we've seen platforms like Netflix, Prime move into Nigeria, and people would, move across channels and platforms. So wherever the content is where people are. So if you want comedy, if the good comedy is on Instagram, then you go there. You don't mind moving from Instagram to YouTube to watching something on TV. So in terms of the integrated approach that we have, we look at understanding our target audience. Where are they? And that's where we need to be. What content are they consuming? How can we create content that appeals to them, that connects with them and resonates with them? So that's why we say that we're a content-led agency.
Okay, good. So tell us, what is the edge this positioning has given your agency?
All right. I'll say that what clients will remember us for, we're a very young agency. We have a lot of young minds. I'm sure you can see that in terms of the people that work for us. Apart from that, it's in the approach that we have. So like I mentioned earlier, we think like sharks. And what it means is, what we say is we stand out in a crowded ocean. So the ocean is full of different kinds of fishes. The same thing today. If you're listening on radio, you are exposed to different kinds of materials. Every brand is competing for your attention. So the average attention span of people living today is probably about 3 to 5 seconds. So for us as an agency, what we positioned as is, we want to create content that is captivating. Like, if you're on your mobile, it keeps your thumbs, you stop scrolling. You want to find out, like, what is this about? And I'll say it's our approach. So our content is disruptive, So disruptive content means that you'd want to stop to think about it, to have another look. And that helps us in terms of top of mind awareness for brands and us as an industry, as an agency in general.
Okay, great. So talking about disruptive content, tell us, what does it take to run an award-winning campaign?
All right. So I'll say to run an award-winning campaign, it first starts with having a great team. So we believe that ideas can come from anyone. You need to have a team of creative people, and you need to allow your creative people to be creative. So fortunately, we've worked with a number of brands that have allowed us be creative and try things that others wouldn't. So when we say daring, being daring means that you're taking risks, but calculated risk as well. Also is understanding your target audience. Sometimes people measure successful campaigns by impressions and reach. But for us, we like to measure it in terms of shares and likes. So if you're looking at a digital campaign, it's important to understand your target audience, what's important to them, what do they connect with, what do they need to hear. So I'll say, those are maybe 2 examples of things to do.
Okay, so what would be your opinion as to why Nigerian agencies are not gunning for global awards?
I won't say they're not going in for global awards. We've competed, we won, was it the Madcon Awards about 2 years ago? And it was a global competition. Also, there was another agency at the time, because I remember meeting one of the MDs at the award ceremony in Dubai. I think that was about 2 years ago. So Nigerians are going in for global awards. And like I mentioned already, I think this is the 3rd time that Extreme Ideas has won the Cannes Award. So I would say if you check a lot of the top brands globally, Nigerians are behind a lot of what those agencies are doing. And I would say maybe some of the things that have affected the creative space in Nigeria is that we're losing a lot of our talent to global brands as well. But I think there's a shift happening now. There are a lot of agencies that believe in our young people, and also people are digging in to see how they can compete globally as well.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
And that's the much we can take on this week's episode of Marketing Edge on TV. Join us next week for the concluding part of our conversation with Mr. Damola Richard Salvador. I'm Oluwabukola Money. Bye for now.